But I'm going to start off with a question. And the question is something that's relevant to every single one of us. And that is, just what are some of the challenges that you face today? Because modern life just isn't conducive to an easy life anymore. We live in one of the richest countries in the world, and yet at the same time, everybody seems to be short of money. And the majority of people that I speak to who aren't involved in this business, but are involved in a regular job, generally tell me that they have hassles and pains, and that's the sentiments that you hear all the time, that they want something different, they just feel as if they were meant to have something different. 85% of the people in the world say that they're not happy or they're not satisfied with their life as it is right now. And when you're not happy, it affects absolutely everything that you do, because it affects not just your finances, but it affects your family relationships, it affects your whole view on life, it can affect your health massively too. Well, our idea is to try and change things. Our idea is to try and make life more simple for you and more profitable for you. So the story is very, very simple. We give people the tools that they need and education that they need to make that significant change in their life. I suppose the question really is, what if we could make something different for you? What if we could actually change the way you think about the world today? And what if we could actually put you back in control of your life on a day-to-day basis? I love this slide because I first came across this concept a few years ago. A guy called Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he wrote a follow-up, Rich Dad, Poor Dad 2. That a title, we'll work into that one. And in Rich Dad, Poor Dad 2, he came up with the concepts of the cash flow quadrant. Now, this is just put into a pie chart, and he says the same thing. Here's the facts. 95% of the people in the world have to work for a living. They're either self-employed or they work for someone else. That's the vast majority of that pie chart that you can see there. The other 5%, that's the business owners and the investors. They get paid whether they work or not. And the weird thing is that if you're in that 95%, then all the people in that 95% of the population earn about 5% of the cash that's circulating in the world. The 95% of the cash goes to just 5% of people. Well, what if we can move you from being part of the 95% into being part of the 5%? Well, that's what this is all about. We do that by trading Forex. It's the foreign exchange, it's trading currencies on a foreign exchange. And the Forex market is huge. It's one of the biggest markets in the world. Excuse me. We have a question on this slide, and I just love the question because I didn't know the answer until I saw it written down. How many zeros are in a trillion? It's like an unimaginable number. There's 12 zeros in it. Now, when we first created that slide, we said the Forex market was trading at $5.3 trillion a day. In September last year, Bloomberg reported the Forex market had grown to $6.6 trillion every single day. My background is a motor trade, I used to sell cars for a living. If you took every car manufacturer in the world and you put together all the number of cars that they sell, all together, from every one of them, if you put the movie industry, if you put oil, if you put music, all of them together, they won't make a scratch on that. It's the biggest single market you can find. It's a market that's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So, there's a few people waiting here because we're not getting signals today because the markets are closed until 10 o'clock tonight. And I know at 10 o'clock tonight people will start looking at the phones and thinking, whether the next trade coming through. So this is a market that you can work in without actually having to trade the money that you're actually going to trade. You don't have to own all of that money, you leverage the money on the markets. I'm going to tell you how you do that later on. There's another market that's catching up with it, the digital currency market. It's heading up towards $1 trillion turnover on that one as well. And that's Bitcoin, is Ethereum, and all the other cryptocurrencies that are around in the marketplace today. And again, we can trade cryptocurrencies and we can make money on that. Well, having said that, we tend to focus in a circle on the Forex market. Now, all of our signals and all our education comes from this company, it's IM Academy. And IM Academy is the parent company that gives us, we have more than 125 professional traders that send signals out to us on a daily basis. There is a mountain of learning and education within our back office. We actually have what we call the Forex Mastery Academy. Now there you can learn how to trade for yourself. Take some studying, but there is a mountain of stuff there and you can go through it at your own pace. Because this is all available on the website, you can do this whatever time suits you, wherever in the world you happen to be. We also have the High Frequency Mastery Academy, which is also trading more than just Forex, but trading commodities and a multiple of other things as well. And the Digital Currency Mastery Academy, again, as I said. And also, we have our own IBO Business Academy. IBO stands for Independent Business Owners. And everyone in this room who's already involved in the business is an independent business owner. We have a Mastery Academy that teaches you how to run a business very successfully. And today's training is part of that. We also have our own website online. A website called Go Live, and it's basically our own TV channels. And on the TV channels that we have online, we have more than 100 full-time educators who will teach you how to do any one of these aspects of the business that you're interested in, 24 hours a day, from anywhere in the world. As I said, we also have 125 traders that will teach you live as well. And we have live mentorship, and we have people who are there to support you when it comes to running your business. And again, we're pretty much available 24 hours a day. We have a number of people here in the UK that will help to support things. We also have leaders from across the United States who will help support you as well. And one of the things that I like about this more than anything else is the level of support that you get in this business. I've never seen it with any other kind of business. We have a ton of different tools, and I'm not going to dwell on these tools because the training, excuse me, apologies for the cough. The training that we're going to go through this afternoon is going to go through a lot of the tools that we have. So I'm not going to go through those right now, but we have apps that you can put on your phone that will help you to trade. And we have the IM Center as well that will teach you what it's all about. Now, just to give you an idea here, this is just some of the people that are trading with us around the world and some of the stories that they're giving. So Monica from Mexico says, having total freedom of living out my dreams and doing things my very own way has brought me the greatest of joy. Another story came through from Gary from Trinidad. I am wealthy to more than money. It's taught me how to create and build real wealth, allowing me to spend more time with my family. We also have Michael from the United States who said, my ability to make a huge difference in this world has forever changed because of this academy. These really are life-changing things that people are saying about IM Academy and what it can do for you. So, how do you actually get started with this? Well, to get started, you register with the IM Academy and you choose a monthly pack. There's a cost associated to it. So if you're here for the first time, the cost to get started with us will cost you $235.95 to get started, which is about £180. Stage rate. And then a monthly subscription of $175, which is about 30 quid a week, something like that. We have a couple of different packages. We have the digital currency package as well, and we have an elite package, which costs about $100 more. But to be honest with you, we recommend everyone get started with the basic package. We're here to try and teach you how to make money, not spend money. So we're not here to try and sell you into the more expensive packages. We want you to get started. Now it says on here 2 and 3, because I said there is a monthly subscription of $175, but you don't have to pay that $175 if you don't want to. All you need to do, if you don't want to pay that, is recruit 2 personal customers, or introduce 2 customers who come into the academy, and if you've got 2 people who are in as customers, you don't pay for your subscription. You get access to all the same education, all the same trades, everything else doesn't cost you a penny. If you want to, you can become an independent business owner, as we said. We have our own academy that teaches you to do that. Now, the benefits of becoming an independent business owner are pretty big. To start off with, the first thing is, as soon as you start as an IBO, then whenever you bring a new customer on board, you're going to get paid $25 as an introductory bonus the minute someone starts. But beyond that, you get paid a monthly income. So if you have 3 people who you've introduced to the business, you're going to get paid $150 every single month. You get paid weekly, every Friday. So $37.50 for finding 3 people. But if you teach those 3 people to do the same as you, so they don't have to pay their subscriptions and they're going to earn $150, you've now got 3 people that you brought in. They've also found 3 each. You've got a tree there, if you like. And that tree has 12 people in it, because there's 12 people in it, the company will pay you $600 a month. By the time you've got 30 people in that tree, that's going to go up to $1,000 a month. That's $250 a week coming into your back office, coming into your account, that you can do what you want there. And $1,000 a month, that could be mortgage payments, that could be a car payments, that could be money to go into your trading fund and trade more money with it. If we look at this, you can see here, I started off and I said, 3 people, you're going to get $150 a month. 12 people, you're going to get $600, it's going up. This is the weekly payment. If you get 75 people, you're going to get £500 every single month. And it goes, every single week rather, and it goes up to $2,500, $6,250, $12,500, right through $125,000 a week, not a month. $125,000 a week for introducing more and more customers and helping them to make some more money. Now, we have people at every single level on that chart. People making vast amounts, life-changing amounts of money worldwide. So the question really is, what's it going to do for you? Pay off your debts. Do you want to just learn to trade? You don't want to do anything else? That's fine, there's something there for you. Do you want to save money? We can show you how to save money much better than you can by putting it in the bank, or do you want to just literally change your life? The question really is, what can you become? Now, what I want to do right now is just introduce you to a few people that are trading with us here in the UK. So, there's too many people in the room for us to listen to all of them. So I've had a word with a few people, and I just want to get a few stories from around the world. Tara.
Hi everybody, I'm Taz. I'm from the north west of England. I live just above where Blackpool's got a town called Cleveland. Don't know if you've heard of that or not. Been to Blackpool. Yeah, so not too far away really. I've got a background in teaching. I've been involved with this business since the 6th of December. Yeah, I joined up on the 6th of December and I've more than double my money already. So that made it over 50% I'm quite happy with that. I'm more than happy with that. And obviously, the more we've got in there to trade, the more we can make. So.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Okay, next person I want to speak to is Steve. You can pass the front camera. Okay, Steve, same thing. Just tell us who you are, where you come from, and what your background is.
Stephen Ball from Blackburn. I'm a general builder, focusing more on the general. I work for the business with my partner Leslie at the back, who took your names when you came in. When I first was introduced to this business, as you know, it's all numbers. I do have a challenge. I'm dyslexic. I don't usually say that, but I said to Leslie, I said, because there's so many numbers, it just went over my head. So it took about 4 weeks just to get used to putting a trade on. But when we're being a builder, sometimes I'm on roofs, pointing chimney breasts, I could be plastering, and I thought this might not be for me. So I said it'd be good for Leslie. She works part-time for local authorities. She can get trades on and watch the trades. But I started, because of the excitement of it, for the first time I've ever done forex trading, I found myself sat on a roof. my business partner saying, Steve, you need to put your phone down. We're pointing, 100 chimney breasts. And I just thought, this is great. And we've stuck with it. So now, since November, we're up by just over 40%.
Fantastic.
If you just look at what you get in the bank, 40% in a few short weeks, I just thought that was tremendous. Thank you.
Okay, so the next person I want to speak to is Denise. Where's Denise?
You never warned me about this.
Tell me how lovely things are. Tell everyone who you are, where you come from, what your background is.
My name's Tanisha. I'm from Chorley. I actually run a wedding venue styling business, which gives me the chance really to be able to keep a check on what this one's doing and what he's sending. I do tell him I love him. I know my husband's sat in the room. I mean, what can I say? And I know it's not professional, but I do love it because he's making me money. So that's it really. Making money.
And how do you account them since you got started?
You're about 10, you're about 40.
I'm about 40%.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Okay.
is that all right? Yeah, it's going up. You're doing a good job.
Okay, right, the next person who has been warned about it, Eunice, where are you? Okay, give Eunice a round of applause. Eunice, you travel miles to get these people. Tell them where you come from first of all.
Hello, I'm Eunice. I come from London, and I've been involved with this when I settled from November. And to put things into perspective, just last week alone, my account has grown by 17%. So yeah, and yeah, my background is in retail anyway. That's it.
Fantastic. 70%. Okay, I'm going to call one more person, just so we've got a sort of broader spread. Sam. So, Sam, tell everyone who you are, where you come from, what your background is.
Hi, I'm Sam Sambersi. We live in South Liverpool. I am sort of semi-retired, retired 9 years ago. My background for the last 20 plus years as a business coach, business advisor, working with companies. There's a lot of people out there working hard, giving their time for money. And when this opportunity came across, when I came across this opportunity, this is a chance to make money work for you. So with a small investment, we started just about end of November, early December, and the money has increased by 52%.
Fabulous.
So, thank
So you can see, folks, just a broad section of different people from different backgrounds. A lot of these people have never traded before, didn't have the faintest idea how to get started. None of us did when we first came to this industry. We were all starting from scratch. So if you're looking at this for the very first time, we have a vehicle that can help you to go from where you are today to where you want to be in 6 months' time, 6 years' time, whatever it is. So that's it for the moment. We're going to wrap this up for the moment now. So if you're here right now for the first time, you're going to get started. Get together with the person who introduced you, and we'll show you how to get started, get registered with the company right now. Now, if you get registered with the company right now, and you want to get started, then you're welcome to come back in the room afterwards. In the space of the next 50 minutes, we can actually get you signed up, show you how to get set up with the trading platform, so you can be making money from tomorrow morning, possibly tonight, because the market's open at 10 p.m. tonight, but don't hold me to 10 p.m. because I'm not going to say I'm going to be there for every trade. But certainly by tomorrow we can have you making some money. So once you've done all the formalities in the space of the next 15 minutes, come back in. I'm going to show you how you place those trades, and I'm going to show you step by step what you need to do so you're walking away from here fully armed with everything you need to know. So if you decide it's not for you right now, if you decide you need to think about it or whatever, then feel free to get back with the person who invited you to that, and we'll just say that's great. The people that come back in are only people who are registered with the business, but we'll see you back here at 2:15, and we have a mountain of stuff to go through that will make a world of difference to you financially in the space of the next few months. So we'll see you shortly, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.